Hi, this is Forrest from Faulty Lid, and today we're going to discuss how to counter a dive comp. To do so, we're going to break down Lunatic-Hai vs Rogue at the APAC Premier Finals. In this attack, Rogue is running a dive comp with Winston, D.Va, and Genji as the divers. Lunatic-Hai is holding the point with a triple tank defensive setup. For Lunatic-Hai's defense to be successful, they need to avoid being picked early by Rogue's dive and punish their teammates who are not diving. Here we see that Lunatic-Hai is set up on the high ground that overlooks the point. This setup allows Lunatic-Hai to respond to Rogue no matter which direction they attack from. If they choose to come through the building on the left to take the high ground, Rogue will have to deal with a Roadhog behind a Reinhardt shield. If they manage to push through that hallway and onto the high ground, Lunatic-Hai's McCree, EscA, will have great line of sight on them. The same is true if Rogue decides to come from the back side of the left building. McCree and Roadhog can rain down on them from the high ground above. Lunatic-Hai could also easily deal with a push straight up the middle from low ground by cross-firing down onto them. They would then engage with Miro's Winston when they have an advantage. Lunatic-Hai's triple tank setup gives Rogue 3 squishies to choose from for their dive target. The highest value targets are EscA and Ryujehong because they are the main damage dealer and main healer respectively. Rogue chooses to focus EscA's McCree with the idea that when he dies, Lunatic-Hai will have a difficult time dealing with TviQ and the rest of Rogue's team. The fight begins and TviQ swift strikes past Miro and dives onto EscA with his Winston and D.Va. So far, the dive has the look it wants. TviQ, Reinforce, and winz have a 3-on-1 advantage against EscA, and now they can try to knock him out. Rogue's Ana even sleeps Leetaejun's Roadhog, which gives Rogue a temporary man advantage. This fight should go really well for Rogue. EscA rolls off the high ground to stay alive. He gives Ryujehong a chance to heal him, but it's not enough. AKM and Reinforce take EscA out. The dive comp gets exactly what they wanted. Rogue should win the fight. But look what just happened. When Rogue dives, Dean drops onto the point and then frags AKM with a clutch charge. Dean knows his Reinhardt cannot save EscA from Rogue's dive team, but what he can do is punish Rogue's squishies who just came in from the low ground. They have no tank to protect them, and Dean takes advantage while they focus on EscA. This instantly kills Rogue's man advantage and makes the fight a 5-on-5. Backing up, we can see that when Rogue dives onto EscA, Miro counter-dives onto TviQ. This is important because it forces TviQ to be non-aggressive and makes him retreat to his healers. Rogue's 3 squishies are now separated from their tanks who are on the point. Ryujehong takes advantage of TviQ's absence and snipes Rogue's Lucio. winz dives on Ryujehong, but Ana steps off the high ground to safety. Dean, Leetaejun, and Tobi all pile Reinforce's Winston while he's isolated. winz tries to pick Ana again, but Lunatic-Hai regroups themselves and breaks D.Va's mech. Their defense has fully recovered from the chaos the initial dive started. Right when TviQ is ready to get back into the fight, Leetaejun hooks TviQ and kills him. From here, Lunatic-Hai cleans up and easily finishes off Ana and D.Va. Lunatic-Hai successfully smashes Rogue's attack apart, even though the dive comp got the pick it wanted. Dean's charge onto AKM and Miro's harassment of TviQ gave Lunatic-Hai the time it needed to recover and win the fight. In the next team fight, Rogue tries the exact same strategy. D.Va and Winston dive onto McCree, except this time, TviQ's Genji isn't around. Rogue's tanks cannot do lethal damage through Ryujehong's heals. What happened to TviQ? Well, this time, Miro was ready for the dive. He sees Rogue's tanks move into strike, and he preemptively attacks TviQ so he cannot dive with them. This removes all the knockout power from Rogue's attack. Meanwhile, Leetaejun was not slept by uNKOE this time. Like Dean from earlier, he cannot help EscA with Winston and D.Va, but he can punish the non-divers who speed boost in behind them. He hooks AKM and gets the first pick in the teamfight. EscA's headshots on Winston force him to drop to the low ground below. Dean comes out of nowhere with another clutch charge and kills Reinforce. All parts of the dive attack are failing. Miro continues to chase and harass TviQ. The fight is now 6-on-4. EscA breaks D.Va's mech, and Lunatic-Hai easily kills the leftovers. The takeaway from these two team fights is that there is not a simple fix to stop a dive comp. It's not as simple as using a Reaper to shred the dive tanks or picking a specific lineup. It takes a full team effort and some clutch plays for Lunatic-Hai to counter Rogue's attack. They accomplish this by counter-diving Rogue's dive team with Miro's Winston, and by punishing Rogue's non-divers with Dean's Reinhardt and Leetaejun's Roadhog. What we can learn from this is to stop dive comps by disrupting the way they function. Lunatic-Hai pressures Rogue's dive team with a counter-dive and reduces their Genji's effectiveness. They also don't allow the non-divers to do much at all. They don't let the dive team be a distraction that allows the non-dive team to operate freely. In short, Lunatic-Hai counters a dive comp by diving Rogue's flanker and by punishing Rogue's non-divers before they can group with their team. This isn't the only formula to counter a dive comp, but as you can see, it's an effective one. My goal is that we can all use this information to better our own games. I hope this helps you and your teammates understand what can be done during the fast pace of a dive comp attack. This type of offense can shred a defense before it knows what's happening. Thanks to Lunatic-Hai, we can clear some of the fog of war. I hope you enjoyed the video. More pro breakdown videos are on the way. If you have suggestions for a specific topic you want covered, let us know in the comments section below. Please help support our page by liking the video and subscribing. Follow us on Twitter @FaultyLidGaming. This has been Forrest with Faulty Lid. I'll see you next time.